I think I have a different book. They keep reprinting new ones. I first met Black Elk in August 1930. Do you see that? What page is it? Roman numeral 23?
Yeah.
I was then working in the Song of the Messiah. So apparently he had his own work that he was doing. We went to the Pine Ridge Reservation for the purpose of finding an old medicine man. You see, this is exactly like Carlos Castaneda to some extent. Yeah, this is what he's, I think, copying. And I think he read Black Elk, so he wanted to do a Black Elk for southwestern, northern Mexican, Hispanic environment. And that's what he came up with. Pine Ridge Reservation. Where's Pine Ridge? Huh?
Isn't it in South Dakota?
Yeah, South Dakota. Still there? How many? Anyone visited it? Who's driven through it? Nobody? I've driven through it. It's pretty bleak, actually. You know, you drive through those areas and they are pretty bleak. It's not like going to the Navajo reservation in northwestern Arizona or places like that. Pine Ridge is really pretty close to the end of the world in the way it appears. It's not a very uplifting presence. And it's sad in a way because these people used to be free and in their spirit were able to roam. Again, here I am with my accommodationist outlook. I don't feel that people being able to roam and follow buffalo herds was going to be able to continue into the 20th century, regardless of what the ethnic problem connected to it was. It's just that modern society catches up on these things. I mean, you don't find people in Europe following buffalo herds. I mean, you know, there are a few gypsy-like groups in Europe, but they are treated very badly. And they pay the price of their so-called gypsyism, their gypsy lifestyle. Romany may be a better word, even in countries like Europe. And that's not just Western Europe. Eastern Europe is even worse. So these roaming tribes of different kind of lifestyles are not tenable in a modern world as easily as they were previously. So I think that the Native American situation would have developed whatever happened. I know it sounds horrible because what their goals and aims were in terms of how they had learned to survive before they were overwhelmed with huge population masses that descended on them in the 19th century, were at odds with the way huge population masses function. So I'm for all restoring the buffalo, you know. In fact, the other day I was down at the Long Beach swap meet, and they were selling buffalo meat down there. It was more expensive than regular beef. The guy was saying there's less cholesterol in it. And I said, let it rip, you know, let's have buffalo meat. But I understand Ted Turner of CNN's got a corner on the market anyway. That's all he's doing is raising buffalo up on all these ranches he's buying up in Montana and these places. But the problem is buffalo are a tough group of animals to herd, and you're never really going to restore them to the level that they used to occupy because of the nature of the creature. It's tough, and it's ornery, and it's difficult to handle, and cattle are docile. So however many people want buffalo meat, in the end it's going to be a limited situation. So even the restoration of the buffalo is not going to restore the situation that unfortunately Black Elk saw end. So we say, well, it could have ended in a more gentle way. Yeah, you probably could have, if their people were gentle people. But don't forget, the United States had just been through a gruesome civil war. A gruesome civil war in which literally, you know, maybe, I don't know if it was 500,000 people were ground up into mush. These people had seen the most horrific battlefield situations. These were not like, you know, these were not little Lord Fauntleroys. These were tough veteran guys and families and others who had seen horrific slaughter. So you have to throw that into the cauldron when you say the psychology of someone, for instance, preyed on something that they thought was theirs, maybe they were wrong, like raided a wagon train or ran off some horses or cattle. These were the kind of people who run after these people and, go berserk. You say, well, they shouldn't have been that way. you try to change that experience that made people that way. It's